What the is going on?
I like to party.
Jesus, honey, wax much?
This is Unwaxed
Get in, loser, we're going shopping.
with Sophia and Sistine Stallone.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the
Unwaxed podcast with your favorite sisters, Sophia
and Sistine.
How are you doing today?
Sleepy.
As we were last episode.
I'm always sleepy. I'm a girl.
I don't blame you. Also, I kind of my window has a machine. What's it called? I feel like a really stupid way of saying this. The drapes come up and down like a blackout curtain. My
You have
God.
one? I
yeah,
don't.
Well, so when I got the apartment, the last tenant I guess had installed it, and so I have one. But right now it's broken, so it's down all the time.
I don't have one.
No, but think about this. Like, I am sitting, I don't know what time it is. Like, I have to set my alarm because normally I like to wake up with the light. But now I'm just sitting in the dark at like 11. I'm like, what time is it? And so I feel like I've been almost sleeping too much. It's almost the opposite of what I want.
That's like me. I keep waking up at 5 a.m. Pull it up. Anxiety.
Why?
Right away. I don't know. I've been having weird dreams too. I keep getting chased, killed, kidnapped. I had the falling dream the other day.
I feel like that's always a representation. Are you nervous about something?
I'm always nervous.
I feel like I've been having a lot of weird dreams, but it's only because I think dreams, they last only 2 seconds, but I feel like dreams only happen if you sleep really lightly. Like, you have to be on a certain, if you sleep deep, you don't have dreams.
That's true. I would love to get back into one of those kind of sleep meditation things that the celebrities read you a bedtime story to go to bed. I really want to do that. Do you remember when Killigan Murphy did it?
I
for the
can't
calm
sleep.
app?
You know what's actually, I don't know what this means, but I can't sleep without having the TV on. Like,
You have anxiety. It's like the worst thing for your brain to fall asleep.
really?
Because your brain is still active for about an hour after you fall asleep because of the blue light or the sunlight.
Well, no, I feel like it's because the sunlight.
The sunlight is crazy.
I feel like it's because my brain, when I'm before bed, I think a lot about everything. Like, what I got to do today, what I got to do tomorrow, what I got to do next week, and the trips and the plans. It's almost like everything kind of hits at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I have something on in the background, it distracts me from it. So I actually do sleep better. Like, I am that person. Like, I don't sleep well. But for some reason, I can knock out on a couch at 3 p.m. if everybody's sitting on the couch
You're getting
around
old.
me.
You're taking naps now.
No.
Old people take a lot of naps.
I'm not an old person.
You've never
I'm
taken
29.
a nap before in your life, and all of a sudden you're napping. That means you're old. I've never
What is
taken a
wrong
nap.
with you? You're the
You're
one
not
saying
still
they're getting
jet-lagged.
murdered in your sleep.
You're not still jet lagged. You're just older. She said the other day, I got bad knees. I'm like, well, what
You
do
said you
expect?
have baddies. By the way, her
I'm trying to
ankles
make you-
click when she walks up the stairs.
That's because I played volleyball.
Yeah, so did I, but I don't have clacking ankles.
Yeah, but I don't have bad knees, you fucking grandma.
You fucking psycho with your murder dreams. Anyways,
Anyway.
actually, my friend did say this to me, that I should do a 30 before 30.
Please don't.
Why?
Because you're going to do something stupid like skydiving.
Yes, probably.
What's it? I don't even know what that is. What's
So
a 30
apparently,
before 30?
when you turn 29, my friend told me this, you do 30 things before you turn 30. Like, leave your 20s with a bang. Like, get 30 things you wanted to get done. And so
They're
I
very
kind of,
like skydive.
no,
hike
it
this
can, but it can be
mountain.
something small. It can be like going to a certain restaurant you haven't been to, or walking around the whole perimeter of Central Park, or maybe going to see the Statue of Liberty. Like, things that you probably wouldn't have done if you don't have like a list to do it. I feel like mine would be pretty low risk. I
hope so.
To actually get it done. Skydive. It'd be so cool. Skydive.
She's got to.
She's so
But
bad.
what's the point? Like, with the if there's a possibility of you splatting on concrete, I don't understand why people do it.
Like a cartoon character?
Literally, but why?
I don't know. Why not?
You have a bad heart.
I got bad knees too, but it ain't stopping me. And people do it when they're like 80 years old.
I just don't. I mean, just like, yeah, let's risk life to have fun. No, go jump in the Hudson if you want to take a little risk. Like,
my
I don't.
God.
Oh my
Okay.
God! I read this article the other day that Julia Fox fell in the Hudson one time, and I was like, that makes sense. to her.
It's not surprising.
That makes sense to her. Anyway, so we love to do these types of episodes. You've asked us lots of questions, and we are here to do an unsolicited advice episode. Okay, let's get into it. The first question is, you two are so beautiful. Thank you so much. and your makeup is always on point. What are your favorite lip combos? I'm sure all the girlies want to know.
I've actually been using this new brand called Violetti. It's like Violettete, and it's
Okay.
at Sephora, and it's by this French girl. And I love their lip balms. I actually have one, I think it's Mon Cherie. It's like more of a red, that it just is such a light matte. I'm not wearing it. Actually, I'm wearing a little bit right now, but I'm obsessed with it. I usually, obviously, everyone uses the Makeup Forever liners, which is like all anywhere caffeine and that stuff. But I'm trying to give a new one to people that they haven't heard about.
Yes.
And it's really nice. It's super lightweight, and I feel like it just glides on really nice. My mom just bought 2 and she loves it. And it's just a really good product I use.
So I'm a Makeup Forever girly, but today, for example, I have on only NYX. I think it's a really great affordable option. Wait, I took a picture of the color so I can really give it to you guys. I'm using the NYX retractable lip liner crayon in the shade Sand Beige. And then I have, you put me on the matte one, the matte lipstick one.
Yes, London.
London. And it kind of looks like almost a concealer. You just tap on the center and then any sort of gloss to pop on top.
I always say my biggest advice when it comes to lip combos, because I use also a MAC lipstick called Flesh Pot, which is a very almost like the not matte version of NYX's London. But I really like doing a darker, normal, whatever liner, a light matted lipstick or whatever, like whatever you have, and then putting a colored gloss on top. I feel like that really makes it stand out, especially if you want a little bit color and you don't want to keep it just so neutral. That's been kind of my go-to now.
And sort of the hack that I like to do to appear that I have fuller lips on camera and sort of fake a lip flip, I like to use sort of a darker brown mauve-y liner. Maybe reach for your darkest lip liner. If you overline just the Cupid's bow and then follow the rest of your lip and then overline just the bottom point of your bottom lip, right in the center, and then follow the regular line, it sort of brings this pouty look to your face. It kind of looks a little crazy if you go overboard, but it looks really good on camera.
It's like it's like shadowing your lips with bronzer a little bit.
It gives you like that Madeline Klein, like pouty lip.
I love that look.
Yes.
Okay, number 2. Wondering how you both deal with people in life who expect you to be there for them, but they always never show up for you. This comes to family and friends. I've noticed for the past few months that people that I have bent over backwards for and were determined to make sure they feel seen and supported haven't reached out at all. Any advice on how to deal with this on a personal level so I'm not questioning my worth?
Well, first of all, you should never question your worth, but I do think it is hard to feel good. I'm one of those people that I can feel energy, and if I feel as if the people around me aren't reciprocating the effort that I'm putting in, I sort of take it out on myself, and that's the last thing you want to do. You know, I think you have to have a conversation or at least address it, because also people are so consumed in their own daily life, daily routine. Everyone's only ever thinking of themselves, and they probably don't even know that you're feeling this way.
My girlfriend just had this situation happen to her where she really is the best friend ever that will do anything for you. She will go above and beyond. She's always reaching out, asking questions. She'll go to every single card opening just to like make you feel seen, and is the best. But she was telling me that her friends have been a little bit distant with her and not really doing the same back. And what she did was she told them. She's like, I feel like I do this for you and you just don't do that for me. And they apologize. And now they're aware of it. And if they don't actually speak to their truth and say that they're going to do what they promised you, which is, you know, showing you attention a little bit more, then you know that that person's not a quality friend, and you got to find the ones that genuinely care about you. And don't think about this as a self-worth thing. You're a great person.
Yeah, we can't really control what people do sometimes. Okay, next question. I've been dating a guy for 5 months and we still aren't boyfriend and girlfriend. We have talked about it, but he tells me he can't give me a relationship because he's leaving for the army for 8 months. And he thinks long-distance relationships don't work, even though he is giving me everything I would want in a relationship. What is your opinion on the situation? Ooh, see, that's the thing. You kind of don't...
I think just take his word for it.
I would take his word for it too, because you don't want to force someone into a relationship. And if he's saying this now, he's probably got a lot on his plate, got a lot on his mind. He's leaving for the next 8 months. He doesn't really want his brain, I guess my perception of it is, to be focused at home and focused on where he's at right now. I think if you guys are meant to be, he's going to come back. see how it is, try it again in 8 months. But I do think long distance can work if you both want to make it work.
And if he's already doubting it, then it's not worth trying.
Yeah.
I think you just enjoy the rest of it. And if you have the conversation again and he's pretty set on not continuing it forward, you have your answer. And it's just up to you if you want to, you know, keep trying and trying or move forward.
You never want to back someone into a corner to make a choice that they genuinely don't want to make.
This one is for Sistine. Oh. Been loving your hair recently.
Thank you so much.
How do you get the perfect blowout and
thank
slick
God
back?
I have a good hair day today. Because can you imagine if I had a fucking hat on, like wet rat hair? Okay, the question was,
your hair.
Okay, how do you get the perfect slick back and blowout? Blowout, I always use a mousse, but I still have not found a mousse that I love. So if you guys can recommend ones that you love, nothing too sticky, but it does need to have a little bit of grip. I know that Orbe makes a great spray one. It's a little bit pricier. And I like the Moroccan oil. Is that the brand, Sophia? Moroccan oil?
Yes.
They have a good mousse. I do the Dyson. I pin it. I let it sit for as long as possible. And then I take it out. Something that I learned about doing a blowout, sometimes I'll do one, I'll brush my hair, and then the entire thing fell apart. And I'm like, what the fuck did I just spend all this time doing my hair for? Apparently, if you brush your hair right after a blowout or even a couple hours after a blowout, it damages the
curl?
No, here's the correct words. Apparently you're adding stress to the curl. So a hack that I like to do is if you get a lip liner or the back of a makeup brush and you literally just pencil run it through, it gives you that separation and it still holds that curl. You don't want to put too much product on it, put too much heat on it. And then to preserve it every day, I just do a low bun when I go to bed. Perfect slick back. I have all of these products linked in my bio on my ShopMy. I love the Day slick back. It's sort of like a paste. The Day brand is amazing. Crown Hair makes a gorgeous finishing gel to give you that really pretty, clean, sleek shine. But you're gonna need to buy a lot of tools. I have at least 3 tools and just keep trying what works for you. Mm-hmm. What else do I use? I use a wax stick. Sorry, Sophia.
I'm kidding.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Who do you go to get advice? I seek out my nail technician. I overshare with my barista, the group chat, my family. But the difference with that is you're not getting advice from someone that is clinically trained and licensed. BetterHelp has been helping people for over 10 years now with a 4.9 rating and 1.7 million, you guys, million session reviews. BetterHelp is incredible. I mean, they have quality therapists, they have a therapist match commitment, they're flexible, and they have over 30,000 therapists. So if you don't find one that you love the first time, keep going back. Listen, I've been a huge advocate for therapy, and I've probably gone through 3 therapists now, and the third one was the charm. So you kind of have to stick with it and see which one is a right match for you. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of experience. Find one with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month with BetterHelp.com/unwaxed. That's BetterHelp.com/unwaxed.
Thoughts on the film's Materialist and what is dating like in New York? So I think all 3 of us can answer what dating is like in New York. I mean, right now, Sistine's set. She didn't find her guy in New York, so maybe that's a sign of New York dating. But Chris, how do you feel dating in New York is as a guy?
It's hectic. I'm taking a little bit of a break.
That's fair.
And that's for the first time in like forever. So
yeah.
I think it's natural after a while.
You're on dating apps too, right? Mm-hmm. People that I'm not on dating apps, but people have been saying to me that the dating apps are kind of going a little stagnant because you start to see the same people over and over on the apps.
I don't know if it's that. I just don't really use them. I'd rather meet through other people or in person, whatever it is.
Yeah. I honestly really believe that there is a trend now to not use the apps and people rather meet in person. Because quite frankly, like before with COVID, it made a lot of sense to use the apps and everyone was slowly getting out of their comfort zones. That makes a lot of sense. But I think now, since everything is open, everyone's a little bit more social. I think New York is actually not that hard to date. I know that people, no, hear me out. It's not hard to go on a date and get a date.
For sure.
It's hard to find a quality person in the city.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the difference. So, yes, I think New York is If you want to be young, fun, single, and just like go on a bunch of dates with a lot of subpar people, awesome. Like you can do that in 2 seconds. You can go on 3 dates in a night. But to find a quality person that matches what you're looking for long term, especially, is really difficult. So, what you kind of need to do, especially when you're living in New York, don't do what the girl does in Materialist. I think that's a little.
I was going to say something that I found quite comical about the film. I don't know if you saw this movie. When Dakota Johnson, the matchmaker, was meeting her clients to set her up with other people, they did this sort of quick cut scene of every single client saying their requests. He can't be ugly. He has to be tall. He has to make this much. He can't have a big nose. He needs to have light eyes. He needs to have dark hair. He needs to have a perfect hair. Like all of these things. But it was funny because when the girls were saying it, they weren't perfect by any means. And then it would be the reverse where the guys would be saying all of the qualifications. That she needs to be thin. She needs to have this cup boob size. And what I thought was kind of funny because they sort of poked fun at the fact that everyone looks for the perfect, like build-a-bot person. Mm-hmm. And I think that hinders a lot of people dating, especially in New York, because there are a lot of gorgeous people and they're all different types of people here. And what I found with dating is the second you kind of let go of some of the things on your list, the easier it'll be for you to accept people that you wouldn't even consider before. I think that there's always something in your current partner, I'm sure, that you would have not originally thought. I wish she was 3 inches taller. I wish she didn't have like a little attitude all the time. There's always something that you could tweak about someone, but I think it hinders a lot of people from actually meeting a great quality person because you're so into the aesthetics of it all.
Period.
Next question. I have a boyfriend. Yay. But he's still married.
What?
Oh no. He doesn't talk to her, but only through his kids. However, he is very good to me and they have not been together for about 2 years, but he refuses to pay for the divorce because she cheated on him.
Oh my God.
Oh, Jesus. I don't know why people trust us with this information.
This is a bit,
I have seen the man who she cheated with at a kid's birthday party. Why can't he just get a divorce? Also, the guy she cheated with used to be his best friend. I swear to God, you Unwaxed just have some crazy fucking lives.
Nuts. All right.
There's so much to unpack here. Let's start with why won't he get a divorce? I think when you bring kids into the mix, it's complicated. And it sounds like he's bitter. Why? Don't ask me. I'm not a divorced dad.
She messed with the best friend. That's why he's bitter.
I mean,
Like, of course, but I'm not a divorce attorney. I don't know. Okay, I feel like, yes, I think half of it is he's doing it in spite because, yes, clearly it's probably the paying thing. Also, probably to annoy her that she can't get a divorce from him because of, but yeah, there is kids involved and I think there's feelings involved still.
Well, maybe there's a child support thing that he doesn't want to deal with as well.
Girl,
I think you're kind of in like a really bad octagon situation right now. I think you need to
cut it off.
Yeah, and also you want to make sure that his intentions are right.
Yeah, that's what I got a little
because
nervous about.
His ex-best friend who cheated on with broke up their marriage is at their kid's birthday party. I personally, as a girlfriend, wouldn't want to be there.
No,
I just don't want to make sure you're show ponied around.
I also am someone that, like, if I'm getting into a relationship, the baggage must just be a carry-on. I'm not taking any check-ins.
Yeah.
So that's 2 check-in bags because you're paying $50 for the second one.
It sounds like he's checking like a U-Haul, like he's got to drive cross country.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Look, girl, that's going to be some therapy sessions.
Do you ask yourself this? Like, what do you want from this relationship? If you want to get married, I would really reevaluate the partner you've chosen.
Yeah.
If you're sort of happy just being in this limbo boyfriend space and it doesn't bother you, then great. Personally, you're fucking brave and a lot stronger than I'd be.
Yeah. I'm a 20-year-old girl who is completely inexperienced. I have no older sisters to guide me, so I've avoided any interaction with men, as it always seems so foreign to me. I'm in a rut where if I try to experiment in any way, I'm sure I'll be bad. Whether it's at kissing or anything else, which will only lead to embarrassing myself and the guys that I like not wanting me afterwards. Oh, wait, that's sad. I need some big sister advice, please. Wait.
Girl,
Oh my
I'm
God.
laughing because we've all embarrassed ourselves. That's
also,
how you do it.
A lot of people are still in their late 20s and we've kissed some frogs, they're bad at it too. They don't know what they're doing.
My God, let's talk about that. Just
Yeah.
because you've done it a few times doesn't make you good, by the way. You can be an expert your first go at it. Because we've definitely kissed some people that it was, I wish I could undo that, turn back time.
So as older sister advice, look, like what we would do with our younger sister, if she had questions, we'd always talk her through it, and we used to give her like little tips and tricks and things like that. But honestly, you got to just go into it and flunk, fail, whatever it is, and just learn.
Yeah.
And
listen, the first kiss I had, we were clashing teeth.
yeah.
It was not cute. There's not going to be I would take the pressure off of you and just know that it's not going to be perfect. And by the way, when you're 25, 30, it still might not be perfect, but don't be so hard on yourself.
Yeah, and also kissing, don't take it so seriously. It's silly. It's fun. It's messy. It's weird. It's awkward. And
don't worry about embarrassing yourself in front of
a guy's
guys.
kissing you. He must
By
be
the way,
lucky to be kissing.
He's so happy just to be there.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, he's not going to be complaining, trust me. So just give yourself a little more pep talk.
But all I say is take it slow, keep the lips soft, and try not to clash teeth. If any of that is the
please don't
opposite
do that.
happens, who cares? But that's kind of where I would say start out with.
yeah, I scaled a roof to get away from that because
I've ran away from a frat party after.
I literally scaled a roof. It was crazy. He came back and was
So
like, where
funny.
the fuck did you go?
So good.
Next question. I became friends with this one girl about a year ago, and she was really fun and cool in the beginning, but times have changed. Basically, we were never into the same stuff, like polar opposites in that department. We had this falling out, and suddenly she's buying all the same stuff as me, drinking the same drinks, posting like me, etc. It's like all of a sudden I stopped getting included and we don't talk, and then she popped out taking my personality.
Oh.
Also, she does Photoshop her pictures, and I noticed the other day a picture she had posted of us a while back. My face was stretched out and looked awful, and she posted it. I began to scroll down more and noticed she put specific filters that always made me look atrocious.
Ew.
Am I crazy? What would you guys do in this situation? Ooh, it sounds like you got...
That's fighting.
It sounds like you got a hater.
That's like I would be, if anyone does me dirty with a photo, and I've had that happen before, you actually are a bad person in my book. I clock you as not being a good friend because good friends don't post bad friend photos. Like, you ask before. It's consent.
Well, listen, I think the whole beginning part
You
of
can
this...
assume like the little kid.
Yes, I'm gonna assume my friends were posting a bad photo of me.
I think the whole beginning part with her taking your personality...
well, that's
Maybe. It's also could be a form of flattery. But in a weird way, it is a compliment. Because like if that happened to me, I'd be like, wow, you really are obsessed with me. You want to be exactly like me. Everything I do is really cool and interesting to you. Like, I don't blame you. You could look at it like
this
that.
feels like Clueless. You know, Cher and the girl, what's her name that she brings in to like reinvent her, and she kind of becomes like Cher.
Oh, Cher and
She like falls for the skater boy at the end of it, but
shit, what's her name?
she's like, you're a virgin who can't drive. Yeah, but it sounds like that. Look, yes, flattery, I think comparison and copying is a form of flattery, but if she's also doing things diabolically to annoy you and do
that's
things
not cool.
That's not cool. You know what you do? You could just say to her, take it down. Oh, the amount of times I've told my friends to take down photos of me, a ton. And I don't care.
Yeah, this is tricky. Because I don't want you to start more beef with this person, but at the same time, that is fucked up.
Yeah.
That is fucked up.
Hi guys, I love your show. At least update us on where you are and when you're coming back on an Instagram story. Oh, this is, I think, like an old question.
I wrote this down because it's funny. They said, y'all talk about getting ghosted, meanwhile you're ghosting your listeners.
Okay.
And I was like, listen, you kind of ate with that one. There's no argument.
Yes, we ghosted, but it was for good, kind of good reasons.
Terrible reasons.
I'll sound like fuckboy.
Yeah, we are. We're your worst nightmare.
We're back now, though.
now.
That's what they all
They always come back when it's convenient. They always come
It is
back
that way.
when you've moved on.
I know.
And when you found a new podcast to listen to, that's when we creep back in.
I know. We see the changes. But we promise if anything happens, we'll update you guys again. Girls, SOS, my sister and I, we run a business and we need your advice. I think it is so difficult working with your sister because, as you girls know, there's no filter. Some days we love it, and sometimes after a while or working, you feel burnout. It's a bit like a dead end, and you still kind of feel like you should keep going. Does that make sense? I don't know how to explain it, but I hope you get it as sisters in business too. How do you do it? Does one of you do more work than the other? And what are your tips, advice, anything? What are you smiling about?
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
I have no idea where she's coming in, but
Well, let's talk about the pros and cons of being in a business with your sister.
okay. Well, I'll say initially, I'd say the no filter stuff that will actually get better as time goes on. I think in the beginning, the hardest part about Sistine and I was our communication with each other because, and it took a few years, like having understood what each other needs in a relationship, in a business partnership, than actually a sister relationship, because we are very honest with each other. We're no filter. But I think now we've gone to the point where we both don't want any animosity. Like we really want to help each other out and make it the best. But I will say this before even Sistine says it. I think lately for her, she's been taking more of the load from me, because I've been doing a lot of like out of town or work or whatever. And so she's been taking over a lot of the reels and stuff, which I have appreciated. I have said thank you. But sometimes if she needs me to do something for her, like if she's out of town, I'll take the load off as well. Like sometimes you guys are going to have seesawing when it comes to workload. Like not every single time will one person be doing more or one person, it's going to always change. You just have to continue making it fair.
Yeah, I think what I've learned, because Sophia and I have had blowout fights about the most minor things, and you realize that it's just a lot of built up frustration swept under the rug, whether you think it's like a priority thing or a timely thing. And what I've learned is it's all about how you communicate it, knowing how they're going to receive it, right? So, for example, if I say to Sophia, why didn't you do, I did more than you this week, and that's not going to receive well with her because I know her. If you say it in a way like, hey, I would really appreciate it if you did. So it's all about how you deliver it without it making the other person feel like they're not contributing, because I think that they care in a different way. And I also think being in a family business is incredible. I think that having that trust that you know your partner will never go against you for the most part.
Yeah.
And you can have that open dialogue because you both have that similar goal is something that you can't really replicate with a friend.
Yeah.
So I think it's a great thing. I think you're going to have a lot of downs, but the highs, you're going to feel so much high because you're doing them together.
Period. I love that. Can you guys talk about getting yelled at by authority and how to stand up for yourself? I tend to really shut down and not process it until afterwards, where I'm like, oh, that was really horrible and I wish I stood up for me, but it never happens. And she's probably talking about a boss or maybe her parents or something where authority figure speaks down to you.
I'm the same way. I shut down and I don't say anything. I think it's a defense mechanism.
Yeah, it is. It's a way you handle it. Some people probably have more anxious tendencies where they will fight back, scream, take it really personally. Some people shut down so they don't feel it as much, and then you process it afterwards. I hate that for you. I'm sorry. No one in any authoritative position should be yelling at you or speaking down to you. There is a certain way to handle it maturely. We've all been in that position before. I think that...
Go to a rage room. That's my advice. Break some shit.
Have you been yelled at by authority before?
I try to remove all of it from my life. That's been my solution to it, because
Right.
I'm very, very bad with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
it-
might just need to be more independent in your life, like your work, it's something to take into
100%.
consideration.
I
But
guess,
it's hard
yeah.
to do it on your own too.
Put
So
yourself
is.
in an environment that would prevent that from happening.
But if it's happening, my opinion would be do not react in the moment. I think that if you're someone like me who needs to gather their thoughts and really get a clear outline of how to approach it, take a second, go back home, go through what just happened and what it made you feel like, and then come back and approach it and make it very known that you did not appreciate the way they spoke to you. I feel like some people don't have great communication skills. I think some people see it in a way, even if the person's yelling at me, they're talking at you rather than speaking to you. And maybe some people get very frustrated and in the moment, and I don't think that's an excuse for anything. But people can't catch themselves sometimes. So I do think that it's really important to approach it, come back and say, I did not appreciate the way you spoke to me. That's not how I respond, and that's not how I want people to talk to me. I don't receive it well, and I'm not going to do better for you if you're speaking down to me. If you want to work with me, if we want to do something better together, then you need to speak to me like a partner rather than your employee.
Period. Mic drop.
Thank you.
And if you're going to yell at her, yell at me, motherfucker. All right? You got 3 people that they got to go through. Yeah.
I love it.
And I just lifted yesterday, so
Oh.
I know. I ate a protein bar too. So
It's on David's.
yeah, love David's protein bar. Have you tried those?
I've not.
It
had one
tastes
this
like
morning.
actual shoe rubber, but great
Calling
protein.
endorsement.
Wait,
Great
give us
protein,
an
no-
endorsement. But it
No
has
sugar, great protein,
it's
and
40,
low calories.
40 grams of protein.
like 150
Damn.
calories, no
So-
sugar. Yeah, it does, maybe do like a little fiesta dance in your tummy, but listen,
It's
you gotta
straight
do what
protein.
you gotta do.
I think getting protein is probably one of the hardest things for me when I'm lifting and stuff. That's like probably my biggest problem in my like fitness journey, especially now I lift
Yeah.
a lot more. And I used to love protein bars. Like I was someone that ate protein bars probably every single day.
They're not very good for
They're
you.
horrible for you. They have so much bad shit in there. But when you find a really good one with a lot of protein in it, like you gotta.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so David's. Anyway, I think that's the episode, guys.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you guys want to find us, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify.
Link in the bio. I have a Google form sheet for your questions if you want us to answer them. Although we are not qualified to answer some of these questions. You guys have really intense lives, but we love you.
We will
Thank
see you
you for
next
trusting-
Tuesday. Oh, sorry. I didn't know you were keep going.
That's okay. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye.